Imagine for a moment you have a lottery ticket in your hand. This isn't for 100 crores, but one worth lakhs of crores. Assume that the entire digital future of humanity is in your grasp. In short, the patent for this world is in your name. What would the majority of people do? They would sell it and cash in. They would become the wealthiest person in history. However, in 1993, one man looked at that ticket and then tore it up.
Greetings, everyone. Is welcome to the mirror. Can you leave a comment telling me where you heard this story?
This is the story of Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the story of a man who shook the world with a small note taped to a computer. The boy with the soldering iron. Curiosity didn't just find Tim, it was dissolved in his blood. Born in London in 1955, what Tim heard at bedtime weren't stories of kings, but logics. He was the son of the couple who built the world's first commercial computer. When other kids played with toys, Tim was dismantling their parts to study them. Sitting in his hostel room at Oxford, using a soldering iron, a processor, and an old television that no one expected to work, he built a computer on his own. He wasn't waiting for the future, he was building it in his room. The year 1980. Tim arrives at the CERN lab in Geneva. It wasn't physics that attracted him there, but the chaos. Thousands of scientists were there, but their computers couldn't talk to each other. Information was scattered everywhere. As a solution to this, in 1989, he submitted a proposal to link all information together. He handed it to his boss, Mike Sendall. Actually, history could have ended there. Sendall could have thrown it in the trash if he wanted to. But on top of that file, he wrote those 3 words that saved the world. Vague but exciting. This is not a fairy tale. If you go to the archives in Switzerland, you can still see that original paper Mike Sendall wrote on with a pen. The ink may have faded with age, but those words are clear. That single paper is the birth certificate of the modern world. The world's most fragile machine. By October 1990, Tim had finished writing the code for it. HTML, HTTP, URI, the trinity of the internet. He installed it all on a black Next computer. We are now coming to one of the most terrifying objects in tech history. This single computer was the only web server in the world at that time. The entire World Wide Web lived inside this one box. It was so fragile that Tim wrote a warning on a paper and taped it to it. Do not power down. This is a server. Do not turn it off. That computer is still kept in a museum in Geneva today. Outside it, that white sticker Tim wrote in red ink and stuck on is still there. If anyone cleaning the office back then had unknowingly pulled that plug, today's internet would have gone forever. The decision of $1 trillion. By 1993, the web became a hit. Competitors appeared on the scene. They started charging money. Tim stood before a huge decision. He could have patented the web. He could have charged money for every click. He could have become a richer man than Bill Gates. But he didn't do that. Shocking even financial experts, Tim Berners-Lee persuaded CERN to give that code to the world for free. Without royalties, patents, or ownership, he gave it to us. There is clear proof for this too. The official document CERN released on April 30th, 1993 is still available on the internet today. It explicitly writes, "We relinquish the intellectual property rights to this technology." It is because of that single document that we don't have to pay a subscription fee to enter Google or Facebook today.
If you think Sir Tim is currently resting on some island, you are mistaken. Even today, that man is restless. He watches as the information on the web, which he intended to be free, is being leaked and exploited by tech giants. He realizes that we are being turned into mere products. Therefore, even at the age of 70, he is back in the fight. Through his new project, Solid, he is striving to liberate the web from the grip of the giants and return data ownership to the common people. Tim Berners-Lee proves that true power lies not in what we gain, but in what we share. He opened the door to a new world, unlocked it, and then threw away the key so that no one could ever lock us out.